and they heard everything, and people are in the process. So I have real people that have gotten this opportunity. You do not need any exams. You do not need to show an English proficiency test. You do not need to show any NCLEX results. If this one says no IELTS, yes, get in. And when you get in,
hi everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. Today we have an interesting and a special person in our midst. Not just a special person, but someone that will give you the information that you need if you want to move to the United States with visa sponsorship. Today we are going to be talking about healthcare assistant jobs with visa sponsorship, and she has experience in this kind of area. She has her own agency that she's helping a lot of nurses to move to the United States. So this is something that is coming from a pro, I would say. This is Priscilla. I'm sure if you're a nurse and you're researching how to move to United States with visa sponsorship or with permanent residency, I know you must have seen her. And she's here today to share tips, not just the agencies that are recruiting healthcare assistants with visa sponsorship, but tips on how you can be the one that will be picked. Not everybody that applies for these jobs gets picked, but because she has experience in this field, that's why she's here to tell us how we can have the best chance of being selected when these agencies are recruiting. So over to you, Priscilla. Can you tell us who you are? And then
thank you very much, Lynda. My name is Priscilla Kumar. As I always say on my channel, I come from Ghana. I grew up in Nigeria and I live in USA. Yes, I grew up in Oyo State, over 10 years of my life in Oyo State. I speak Yoruba dear.
Wow.
And so I'm a registered nurse in New York State. I was a nurse in Ghana before I came over through family. And when I got here, it took me about 2 years to figure out how to be an RN in America. And also, I double as the lead consultant for US RN Pathway Consults. We help registered nurses, midwives, and psychiatry nurses who want to work in USA and don't know how. We basically process your documents for you until you get ATT, and then you write NCLEX, which is the USA Nurses Licensure, and then we get you recruited and you work in America. That is about the consult. So today we're talking about agencies that are sponsoring nurses who want to work as nursing assistants. And just so to be clear, these agencies want registered nurses who want to work as CNA. In America, we have something called CNA, Certified Nurse Assistant. We have PCT, Patient Care Technician, and we have PCA, Patient Care Assistant, Nurse Aide. Those are just words that can be used interchangeably. And who is a PCT, CNA, PCA, Nurse Aide? Basically, you are in an assistive role. You help the nurse, you assist the nurse, as the word itself suggests, nursing assistant. So you would assist the nurse with activities of daily living, bathing patients, grooming, feeding, calling their family members, taking them to medical appointments, basically toileting and all the things that you can assist a patient with. That is basically your job role. And for some years now, and due to COVID, there has been nursing shortage in America, and America has been looking for nurses. But unfortunately, unlike the UK process that is very fast, American process is very lengthy. It's not for the faint-hearted. It can take you between 18 months to 36 months, a year and a half if you're lucky, to 3 years. And the agencies feel stuck. They're not going to wait for you for 3 years to bring you over. So they decided to go back to the drawing table, redraft their plan, and they came up with, oh, let's bring a nurse to America to come and work as a nursing assistant first, whilst she's on the journey to become an RN. Basically, so that would fasten the process a little bit. Because there are other barriers. If they want to bring you as a nurse, they want you to pass NCLEX, the USA Nursing Licensure. At the same time, they want an English proficiency test from you. If you are watching from Africa, Ghana, Nigeria, Cameroon, wherever, they want an English test from you, except if you schooled in South Africa. You would ask me why. We all trained using English textbooks, but it's rather unfortunate that we cannot be exempted. Anyway, that's the story for another day. So basically, If you are a registered nurse, be it diploma or degree, you have a nursing license. These are the requirements. Registered nurse have a license to prove that I am a registered nurse with diploma or bachelor's degree. And you have bedside experience, minimum of 2 years work experience. You qualify. And 3 of them, I would mention those 3 agencies who are doing this. They all have little criteria, but what cuts across is be a registered nurse, have certificates to prove that really I'm a registered nurse, have a license, have 2 years experience. The most question I get, I'm a midwife. Do I qualify? Aren't you a nurse? Don't you have a license? Do you have bedside practice? Yes, you qualify. That is the question most of you are going to be asking in the comment section. So midwives, you can apply. General nurses, you can apply. Registered nurses, you can apply. And based on the agency, we want you to go and do your own research. Based on the particular agency you choose to apply to, read the requirements. It might be a little bit different, but these 3 things cut across. So one of the agencies, MedPro International. MedPro International hires healthcare workers, specifically nurses, and they have drafted this CNA plan. So they'll bring you to come and work as a CNA. So Lynda would put the website, the link in the description box. MedPro International, they have programs, Inferior program and other ones. Look for MedPro International, go to their website, do enough reading, and apply. Another agency is Bridgeway. Bridgeway is doing this in conjunction with another agency. It's a partnership thing, but Bridgeway Firm is what it's called. The websites are all in the description box. Click on the title, the description box opens. You would find all these websites we are mentioning. So MedPro International is one. Bridgeway is also one. Bridgeway even recently came to Dubai. People went for their live seminar and they heard everything, and people are in the process. So I have a Telegram group where I love surveys. I love to ask questions and recommendations. So I have real people that have gotten this opportunity and they come and give testimony, and I see their offer letter and everything. The very, very, very first one I shared on my channel is called Worldwide Health Staff Solution. Worldwide Health Staff Solution, WWHSS. Lynda will also put the website in the description box. Go to their website and read what the requirements are. And because I shared that, a lot of people applied, and they are so overwhelmed because the emails that are coming back, I just looked at an email from somebody who applied yesterday. They said because of the overwhelming number, there is a wait list or a waiting list they will put your name on. But they'll review your case, and if you qualify, you get in. And also, they asked if the person had Bachelor's of Science in Nursing, BSN or BNSC, based on whatever country you're watching this from. So they want the person to have a bachelor's degree. I don't know if they have increased their requirements. I have diploma nurses who also got the same job offer. And the letter I saw yesterday, very current, very recent, says, do you have a BSN in nursing, BSN certificate? Do you have NCLEX certificate? So I interviewed a friend, fellow YouTuber, shout out Fiona, she's in Dubai. Fiona is with Worldwide Health Staff Solution. She came and told us all about the process. And she said you actually have to prove to Worldwide Health Staff Solution that you are on your NCLEX journey process. You have to initiate, at least you should have started your credential evaluation process. That is the first step to be able to work in America as a nurse. So you should have show them some letter from CGFNS or some document showing that, yes, I have started my nursing process, because they do not want to bring you to America for you to become a liability. They have timelines, maybe let's say 2 years, and then you work as a CNA. Then maybe after that, they want you to be an RN. I'll pause here, take questions from Lynda, and then we continue.
Yeah, that's a very good, I like the way you explain it. It's very, very clear, and everybody watching this video will understand what it's like. But I know there's something that will be in the minds of people, and you've already answered it in part. Like, if you want to become a healthcare assistant in the US and you want to follow these agencies, are you saying that it's good for them to first of all start the CGFNS process first? because it's competitive? Is it to give them an additional, to give them an edge, or?
Okay, so this question can be answered in two parts. Most of them take diploma. There are 3 agencies: MedPro, Worldwide Health Star Solution, and Bridgeway. They all accept registered nurses. And before I even forget, you should not limit yourself to applying to one. Apply to all the 3. When they all get back to you, look at the offer letter and make your personal decision based on your personal goal and your family goals. So apply to all the 3. You never know which one will get back to you. So when one gets back and says BSN, you don't have the bachelor's, then at least you know you are out. And in Bridgeway, so far nobody has told me that Bridgeway is asking them to prove their licensure process or anything. So my personal advice, as I said in my introduction, that it took me 2 years. I worked as a CNA in the meantime before I finally got my nursing license in America once more. I do not want a registered nurse who has trained, qualified, and worked all these years in their home country to come to America and be a CNA for 4 or 5 years. After that, trust me, you can never become an RN again. The zeal will be gone. You'll be depressed, you'll be frustrated, and you will just give up on the licensure, the NCLEX process. So for your personal gain, you should actually start the process, even if none of the agencies are asking you to prove it. But Fiona, who was on my channel, said they will actually ask you, the Worldwide Health Star Solution will actually ask you, what have you done towards your NCLEX journey? Or they have a package to enroll you on. And based on the letter I just saw yesterday, when they asked the individual, do you have a BSN? And are you on the NCLEX process? They want to know those things. That is from Worldwide Health Star Solution. So I think as time passes by, they increase or change their criteria a little bit just to make it a little bit tighter. That is why you should not limit yourself to just one agency. Apply to all, but you can only accept one offer. You can't accept 2 offers. No.
My next question would be, do you need IELTS when you are applying? Do you need IELTS? Is there any exam they need you to pass apart from proving that you with a certificate? I believe you also prove with your license, nursing license, and your certificate. So apart from that, do you need to write any exam? Do you need to show IELTS proof?
Thank you. Good question. So for the CNA journey, the Certified Nurse Assistant journey, you do not need any exams. You do not need to show an English proficiency test. You do not need to show any NCLEX results. That is why all the nurses now are shifting towards that side. And they have bombarded me, my inbox, and everywhere that they want to go in as CNAs first. This offer is great. When you get it, accept it. It's the easiest way to get into America as a registered nurse. Some people have done IELTS over the time and they are not getting the exact score they need for America. So if this one says no IELTS, get in, and when you get in, you'll be able to figure it out. Mind you, there are so many states in America that do not require you to have English proficiency test. So you can even do your nursing application process whilst living in America, and then you avoid such states that require English test from you. And the good part is that your spouse and your children below 21 will be covered in this CNA package, the nursing assistance package. Unlike UK, the carer can get a job without any health background. But once again, to reiterate, this offer is just for nurses who are willing to work as a CNA in the meantime. You cannot work as a CNA forever. In the meantime, they are willing to work with you to work as a CNA until you get your NCLEX done and become an RN.
I think, I really think it's good because it will give you that plan and that push to go for your RN, like some nurses that want to go to the UK to become healthcare assistants. If you are not the kind of person that will push yourself, you might end up working as a healthcare assistant for a long time. But this time around, because you have that deadline, you have that motivation and that push to become an RN. So I really think it's really very good.
Yeah. And just so I don't forget, all these 3 agencies that I've mentioned, they have packages that would help you in preparing you for your NCLEX. So when you enroll with them, they have ways to groom you. And for the CNA too, I think Medpro International, when you do come over, they have like a crash course or a training that they will do for you. Because to be a CNA, the C stands for certified, certified nurse assistant. To be a CNA, you need to be certified. You need to have a paper to show for it. You need to have a document, a certificate to show you are a certified CNA. So you would come here and do that training course. Normally it's between 4 to 6 weeks. It's an online course due to COVID, but now they are opening up. So you'd have to go to like a class and do some hands-on practical and simulation, something like OSCE on some dummies and things. And just they show you how the hospital gadgets are, the assistive devices, the walker, Hoyer lifts and hover lifts. They show you how to operate those machines, because those are the things you'll be using on the patient's bedside commode, bedpan, vital signs machines. So they just show you basic nursing stuff that you need to work as a nursing assistant or as a carer. Okay. And then you will take a course, and then when you pass the course, you get a certificate to work as a certified CNA. I worked as a PCT, patient care technician, but I submitted my resume as a nurse, and I didn't have to take any course for the PCT. But if you are called a CNA, the C is certified. It's a full course you have to do online and in person, and then 4 to 6 weeks it should be done. So I don't know how these various agencies are doing theirs, but you will need the documents before they let you go and work as a carer or a nursing assistant.
So if I understand the process very correctly, if you are interested in this and you have your RN license and you have your certificate, what you need to do is just to apply with your CV. Am I correct?
Yes.
Just have a good CV and then apply and then hope for the best. And if you want to take it to the next level, then it's good for you to also be in the process. Show them that you have already started something, you have started your CGFNS process, and then you are a step ahead of so many others that will be looking for this opportunity. So what do you think as a CNA? Earning a certain amount of money in the United States with your family, are you going to be able to cope?
That's a very good question. That's a question I get in my Telegram group or my YouTube channel under the videos. I get that question a lot. It ranges between, let's say, depending on the state you are, obviously, and the cost of living of that state, it can range between $16 an hour to, let's say, $25 an hour based on where you are. And there's also travel nursing assistants job. People don't know about travel. They only know travel nursing, but nursing assistants can also travel. But since you will be with an agency and you'll be bonded, you wouldn't be able to live and travel. But if that's your goal, you can also travel. You can do 2 jobs and all. So if you're getting $16 to $25 an hour, and let's say you have a spouse who also comes in and finds something to do, you'll be able to combine your income. And there's always overtime you can pick to supplement in the meantime. That is also a main reason why you should start your nursing journey, so that you don't depend on $16 an hour for the next 3-4 years of your life. It will be hard when you have kids, a family size of 4 or 5, it will be hard, but you would cope. I know people who've been CNA for 25, 30 years, and they bought houses, they have cars, they are managing. So you would cope if you're determined, you cope with it. So now that you have all the time back home in your country, work and save money. Bring some money with you to get basic stuff, to pay for rent for the first few months, to pay for to buy a used car or something for now. Don't just come in and I'm going to start living the American dream. No, it all depends on you and your saving culture. Somebody will be earning $50 an hour, but somebody will be earning 16 and they'll be more comfortable if you don't live lavishly beyond your means. So it will be a little struggle, to be frank with you, but I always advise that when they are giving you the options to stay away from the big cities, don't live extravagantly, lavishly, live within your means, come with some money. You have enough time to prepare. Just to say, the CNA process is not going to be, they start your paperwork today, the next day you're in America. Nope. It's too lengthy. One of these 3 agencies says the earliest they can get you in is 18 months, a year and a half. So you have a year and a half to save money, strategize, see what you want to do. Ideally, it is best if you have a family, it is best the nurse comes first. You, the nurse, come first. settle down, find a house, find a car, start a job, then let your family come join you. It is ideal. But if you can't leave them behind and you come with them, come prepared. But it's easier when you come by yourself first, you work, save some money, then you can have the free time to also do some little overtime, save some money. Because mind you, even though they'll be filing for the visa for your spouse and children under your name, you would bear the cost. You will buy their plane ticket, you do the visa filing fee and everything. Yes. So if you're interested in this, don't just be thinking about yourself as a nurse. Make sure that your children have all their birth certificates. Your spouse has his birth certificate. Make sure they have active passport. Your passport should not be expiring in the next 2 years. No, there should be more days. Let's say we're doing this in 2022. Your passport can be expiring in 2025. That is fine. You can also renew your passport way before its expiration. Don't wait for the passport to expire November 1st before you now be doing it, or December 1st or anything. You can renew it in advance. Get those documents together. Your children, they are in school, go get their results. If it's high school, whatever, get all those documents together nicely in files, label them nicely. Because when it's time, I'm saying this very much, stressing on this because her friend got that opportunity, but she did not have a passport. So her husband is in America here, and she and the kids are in Ghana. They couldn't file all the documents together. And unfortunately, the passport pages in Ghana, there's shortage. So she couldn't get her passport on time, and that of the kids, she still doesn't have it. So they couldn't process it together. They will process it eventually, but it's going to take so long. So get your partner and your kids' documents together, take the lead, settle down, and let them join you. And if you get this CNA opportunity, don't let anybody tell you not to take it. Do not let anyone talk you out of it. Mm-hmm. It is a good deal. You don't have English proficiency test, you don't have NCLEX yet. Take it. It's coming from me. I did it for 2 years. I survived. Take this opportunity. It's a golden one. Don't let it slip by you. And if you need more information about nursing migration, my channel, most of you know, Priscilla Kumar RN. Come find me on my channel. Come find me on my consults, US RN Pathway Consult. And you can put that in a search
Just
engine.
one more question for you. Like, if you are a nurse in another country, not like, let's say in the UK, and you're interested in moving to the United States, do you think it's a good idea for them to go through the CNA route?
Yes, it's a good idea because pretty much the process is the same. The only difference is that you have an NCLEX center in London, and Africa, there's only one in South Africa. You don't have, if you have a IELTS, because maybe you use that to get to UK, it might be expiring soon, and NCLEX will need, your RN job will need that from you. But if these people are saying they are not taking English tests now, you can quickly get in before your IELTS expires on you. And even if it's expired, you have to write it again. So it's a good deal. It will be a drop down in your salary because obviously a UK RN might be earning a little bit more than an American CNA. But it's a good deal. You should take it. You should take it. Yes.
So I think that is basically it, everyone. So this is really a good day. And I know that some people, like in the UK, people are obviously worried if they are going to survive. But if I see how things are here in the United States, I think the CNA job, I've seen a lot of them that are happily doing it. And it makes me believe that they are earning well. Like if you tell them to come to work, they are not very I've not seen people that complain a lot when in the job. So I really see people that are really happy and they are really good as well. Just like she mentioned that they are certified. So I see that certification is not just like, they are really good in what they are doing here. So thank you so much, Priscilla, for this amazing opportunity and for encouraging people and how you made it very, very simple so that everybody knows exactly what to do and what to expect as well. So thank you, guys. And if you have any questions, just head over to her channel. She has a lot of information already about this. And she also has a platform where she helps people if you don't know what CGFNS is at all. If you don't know how to start, the documents, everything, she'll be able to assist you through that process. Okay, guys, and if you have any questions at all and anything to ask her, you can also drop it in the comment section. And the only reason why you don't want to start anything because you're scared or anything, all those things that are making you scared about United States, ask. In my experience, when I ask sometimes it's even things that, because when you're afraid and you ask, sometimes you will not know the kind of response that you're going to get. And sometimes that response is what will rescue you from that fear. So even if you know, but you are still afraid of something, let us know in the comment section and we may be able to answer you or tell you something that will encourage you. Okay, so thank you guys for watching, and thank you, Priscilla, for coming to this channel. I hope we'll see you more here with more good news and more amazing opportunities. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye.
Bye. Thank you.